Hi guys, my name is Borrodante, and welcome back to Judging Yourself Away. I guess that's the name of this painting now. So yeah, I don't think I changed anything in here since the previous episode. So let's just continue. I want to add a couple of more details, and I will mark them in right away. So we would just have stuff memorized. So first of all, I don't know why I had this idea that I want to introduce some green. So the green part will be the walls of the cracks of the character. Like he's some kind of a sculpture that is painted pink, or this reddish pink, whatever the color this is, on the surface, but the material itself inside is more like green, a bit colder though, like this. And maybe we'll add a little bit of extra details, like some kind of patterns on the skin, like tattoos or some kind of, well, patterns. Somewhere, somehow, I don't know, maybe even nails? By the way, we should add some cool nails. So that will be a thing. Something like that. Also, I want to fix a lot of anatomy. I really don't like the way knees look like, and generally legs. I probably also don't like hands, but they are not even defined yet, so there's nothing to be mad about. But this is looking really weird. Apparently the knee is facing this direction, but in here it's facing away like that. So the leg is just twisted, broken, and it's not really natural for the feet to turn away like that from the knee. So I want to fix that and just define the anatomy of the knee in here much better than what it is right now. And also for the question that I asked you guys in the previous episode, thank you by the way for a whole lot of suggestions. I think a couple ones that I thought that we could actually like use it, I think it would work. Someone I think on Twitter suggested that we would add a lot of hands reaching for the character, but the creature, instead of reaching for those hands, like reaching for the people around it, is just occupied with thinking about itself, how good or bad it is. So that's pretty cool, but there is a tough thing on several layers. Like, first of all, the composition is not ready for a lot of arms, but I think I could really pull it off in some way. Like, we have a lot of space here in perspective, so it would work out. But also, it may read wrong in a way that the creature would look like it just doesn't want to give away these pieces of mirror, and all the arms around it are asking for the pieces. So that wouldn't work the way we intend to. Another idea that I also liked was about using swords as a universal, timeless tool representing some kind of action. Now, swords are not exactly timeless, but I should admit it would kind of fit in. Swords are kind of not connected to any specific era, at least, which is good, right? So yeah, in the end, I think I'm more leaning towards the sword idea, simply because the arms thing, the hands reaching for the character, I feel like I won't be able to really make it work in representing what those arms mean and what they're trying to do, and what the character is supposed to do with them might not work out. So I want to add the sword, or the swords really, which is also not going to be exactly easy to like just position them in this environment. There's not a lot of space to lay swords around, obviously, but I will do my best to make that happen. And also I'm thinking to kind of like extend the idea to like show what the swords would be for. And at first I thought about the snakes. Snakes would be a really cool idea, so they're reaching from all over the place, and the character is not fighting them. So the obsession of the character is like a time bomb, which is pretty cool, I think. But after that, I even got a better idea, is to limit the whole thing to one giant snake, like some kind of a Harry Potter giant snake. What was its name if it would be in English? Basilisk? Basilisk? Something like that was in the Russian adaptation, at least. So yeah, we're doing the snake in the background is gonna be very ominous and, well, creepy and everything, and we'll be able to make it as noticeable or hidden as we want to, which is really cool. And the scale is also up to us. How far that place is, we get to decide. So that's pretty cool. That's a good place to add a snake, I think. So let's start. So this is the progress for now, from this to this. I think I like the leg better now. Swords, we can see 5 of them, and overall there's probably 6 of them, maybe even more. We should even add more arms, really. That would be also cool, if I'll be able to make it work. But having 5 swords in the shot is more than enough, I think. They don't all necessarily have to be visible. The snack right here is not really that awesome at the moment, mostly because I didn't finish my idea with the foreshortening of the neck. It should go more like this, and most importantly on top, this should be a very different shading now, so it would actually read like something that goes to the back and not upwards. And yeah, generally I want to look up some snake references. That's a good idea, I think. But yeah, overall the impression of the snake, I think it's pretty good. Something that I wanted to have. Something like that. Still need to make sure I do my best on the foreshortening, the angle of the neck. Well, neck. Snake is only neck, but I'm meaning like this portion. It should look like what I think it should be, is more like this, and then going like that, and then away. So it's really facing us a lot and going towards the camera. So I need to make sure that it doesn't look like just a broken short neck. And most important part, the teeth. Or that's not how teeth works in snakes, right? That's more like a vampire stuff. It's much closer over here, and they should be relatively massive, since snakes can really open their mouths very wide. Maybe the only creatures that actually have really giant teeth, and that actually works. Usually, I remember when I was a kid, I was always painting any kind of monster, and I made it having like really big teeth, and then I looked at it and I'm like, it already has the mouth open, and the teeth are like almost reaching the bottom jaw from the top one. Like, this creature won't be able to bite anyone, it won't be able to actually open the teeth. But yeah, not a problem with snakes at all. Yeah, I think it doesn't look that great. Need to look it up. Probably still wider they should be, and probably not as thick. Let it be like this for now. So far, I think it's kind of pretty cool. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to add another snake, like, so there would be like 2 of them. The second one would be somewhat like this, a bit lower. Oh yeah, that will be cool. And this one will be more in the darkness with glowing yellow eyes. That will be pretty cool. Oh yeah, that'll look just right, because right now it feels a bit unpleasant how both faces are so close to each other. We need another one to balance them out, like more to the side. Yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty awesome. Oh, and by the way, I said in the previous video that we're switching to our Studio Pro in this episode. I decided to stick around in Craft Pro today simply because we need to add a lot of new stuff. We don't need to go into small details for that, so I had an excuse to use Craft Pro today as well. Also, I'm testing it for crashes. And good news, today is the first day when I haven't gotten a single crash yet. So probably the update is coming really soon for those concerned. Yeah, so let's continue. I wanna add a little bit more shading to the swords, but mostly I wanna pay attention to this anatomy, this one, and well, this, and add the snake. So those are the main things to do right now. After a little break. Ugh. Alright, so reflections obviously don't look like reflections for now. In this part, I mean, where we have insides of the legs. Well, I'm gonna have to think on this further next time, I guess, because I kinda need to stop recording now. So yeah, this Nessie right here, not so good as well. So yeah, I don't know. The rendering on the sword looks pretty dope, maybe a bit too mirrory, but that's a good base. Did some anatomy tweaks on the torso. Haven't really finished anything, it's just a process for now. So yeah, this is it. Tell me guys what you think about the progress, about the new ideas with the snakes and the swords, and how things are coming along in general. Hopefully in the next episode we're switching to our Studio Pro and a much higher resolution, because right now this is the real size of the canvas. I hope I won't die from switching to different gestures and rules of the app. But yeah, we'll do much more definition to everything and such. We'll try to look up some references for the anatomy and the snakes and maybe the swords, I don't know, for the next episode. And also, I thank you for watching if you did. I guess you did if you're here. Leave a like and subscribe, tell a friend. This should be the opposite. This side should be facing here, and this side should be facing there. Do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye! Man, these reflections are gonna be a serious challenge. This is pretty much like not a painting material. This kind of very complex and not readable detail.